sparring. I arranged to spar 12 rounds with 4 different guys. In round 5, I got an elbow in the eye, a split eye, and obviously I've been to the hospital and had 11 stitches.
Very intense environment when you're in boxing. You know, when you're at that sort of level as well. You know, it's everything is done with for a fine-tooth comb. You know, they leave no...
Breaking news has shaken the boxing world as Tyson Fury has suffered a serious injury during sparring while preparing for his upcoming fight with Fabio Wardley. Fans are in disbelief seeing the Gypsy King hurt in camp. Reports suggest the injury is significant and could disrupt his training. The boxing community is watching closely to see how this will affect Fury's preparation for the Wardley showdown.
The medical reports, they have everything. Have a look at the eye. There you go. Right across the eye. Lovely. Nothing much anybody can do about getting a cut in sparring. Shit happens. I've never had one before. First time for everything.
Duke McKenzie tries to downplay Tyson Fury's status, claiming that beating Fabio Wardley won't make him great. But considering Fury just suffered a serious injury in training, the fact he is even preparing to step into the ring shows his unmatched resilience. His experience and mental toughness far outweigh Wardley's power, proving Fury's legacy is untouchable even when facing setbacks.
Obviously, Fury's got his own fans and people that think that he is a legend and one thing and another. Well, that's all well and good. But you've got to look at his resume. It doesn't stack up. Not to the great fighters. It doesn't stack up. So, you know, he is where he is. Like I say, if he beat Fabio Wardley, that doesn't make him great. That doesn't make him great. You know what?
Fabio Wardley is confident and bold, claiming he can knock out Tyson Fury. But Fury's recent injury shows the real challenge isn't underestimating Wardley, but overcoming his own physical setbacks. Fury's toughness and experience in handling adversity make him far more dangerous than Wardley anticipates. Confidence alone cannot match Fury's skill and resilience in the ring.
How many times, and I'm a bit younger, a bit fresher, got a few more tricks in my pocket, so if Wilder can do it, I can do it. I can get Fury out of there.
Do you see that? If that's a fight that happens, you see yourself knocking him out?
Yeah, 100%. I see myself getting him out. I can actually see it as well because I know I can get to.
Tyson Fury's focus is razor sharp despite his recent injury in training. Age and the injury cannot shake his hunger for the sport. He's putting everything into this fight against Fabio Wardley, showing that experience, mental strength, and love for boxing outweigh any physical setback. Fury's determination to get back in the ring is unmatched and commands respect.
Although I always want a good deal, for sure, it's mainly about the love of the fight game and the sport. I'm 37 and 38 this year. I'm older than a motherfucker, but I love to fight. I have zero other interests, only fight.
Frank Warren highlights the behind-the-scenes negotiations that are shaping the Tyson Fury and Fabio Wardley fight. It's clear that contracts and agreements are the real hurdles right now and not the fighters themselves. The suspense builds as fans wait to see if terms are finalized, and every delay only adds anticipation for this clash between two British heavyweights.
And he said that he wants to fight, but this fight will only happen when the terms are agreed for him to fight. And as far as I understand at this moment, that's not been done. So the terms have got to be sorted out, and then I'm quite sure if that is the case, he will.
Derek Chisora puts Tyson Fury on a pedestal, and the praise is well-deserved. Fury's technical skill, timing, and presence in the ring set him apart from any contemporary heavyweight. Comparing him to Muhammad Ali is bold, but reflects Fury's dominance and aura. His reputation alone creates a psychological edge over opponents like Fabio Wardley, who will have to rise to a near-impossible challenge.
Everybody gets it wrong. You don't box this guy. It's like, I cannot explain it to you in a way you understand. You can't box him.
He's just too good.
He's just unbelievable great. Yeah, forget good, he's amazing. Yeah, he's great, he's amazing. He's like the white Muhammad Ali. He might not talk like Muhammad Ali, but he is the Muhammad Ali of the last generation. You understand? We have to give him the credit where he's due. Yeah. He is that guy.
Frank Warren hints at the complexity surrounding this fight and the hurdles beyond just the fighters in the ring. Promotions, negotiations, and backstage politics are all shaping how this bout will unfold. For fans, the intrigue builds and the uncertainty only adds excitement. It reminds us that boxing is as much about strategy outside the ropes as it is inside.
Well, I mean, I can't speak on their behalf. All I know is that, you know, they were obviously, it seems there's been a lot of...
Tony Bellew emphasizes just how complete Tyson Fury is as a fighter right now. His physical conditioning and technical mastery are at a peak level, and the way he has adjusted his weight for each opponent shows true professional intelligence. Fabio Wardley will face a man who knows his body, his skills, and his style intimately. This fight is not just a test of punches, but of strategy and adaptability, and Fury's preparation indicates he is ready to impose himself fully. Wardley will have to overcome an uphill battle against a truly seasoned champion.
There's no one who's going to beat him. I just think technically, physically now, he's at the weight and he's adapted and he's adjusted. I mean, he's even adjusted and adapted his weight for this fight individually. I mean, he put on how much weight and slowed the actual feet down because Daniel Dubois' feet were slow.
Ade Oladipo underlines the stakes of this potential clash. For Fabio Wardley, it is a huge opportunity to cement himself among elite heavyweights and make a name in boxing history. For Tyson Fury, it is more about the legacy and the spectacle, showing the world why he remains at the pinnacle. This fight carries both financial incentives and prestige, making it high stakes for everyone involved. The contrasting motivations create a fascinating dynamic and a story fans will be hooked on from the opening bell. Wardley must bring everything to make an impact.
I would love to see the Fabio Wardley fight. I think that's a great fight. I think that's a big fight as well. Fabio Wardley would love to get that call. Tyson Fury, I mean, that's jackpot financially. He would love that call. For Fury, it's a chance of becoming a world champion again, which obviously isn't Fury's drive, but I mean, it's a chance to become world champion.
Liam Gough points out Tyson Fury's intelligence and experience in the ring. Even when outlanded, Fury adapts, shows resilience, and makes calculated decisions that often surprise viewers. This fight against Fabio Wardley will be about strategy, not just brute force. Wardley is talented and powerful, but Fury's ring IQ and adaptability give him an enormous advantage. A slight dip in Fury's form is still enough to dominate Wardley. Fans will witness a contest that tests every ounce of skill, patience, and ingenuity, but Fury's experience is the defining factor that could make all the difference.
Good at, like, you look at the first Usyk fight. The first couple of rounds that Usyk was clearly winning out, landing Tyson Fury. You'd so many people saying, "Oh, Fury won like round one," where he didn't land anything, and he got hit a couple of times because of the showboat. And he didn't do as much of that in the rematch, interestingly enough, with Alexander Usyk. But he is very smart in there, Tyson Fury. And I keep saying we need to really see what he looks like in his comeback fight before we can make any assessment or any judgments. If he's, say, 10% less of what he was in both Usyk fights, I still think that's enough to beat Fabio Wardley. I do. I'm not saying he wouldn't have his, hardships in that fight, certainly.
Fraser Clark highlights Fabio Wardley's biggest assets, which are his punching power, grit, and toughness. These qualities make him a dangerous opponent for anyone. However, facing Tyson Fury, Wardley's natural strengths will be severely tested. Fury's reach, timing, and technique mean that hitting him cleanly is much harder than it seems. Wardley's courage and power are undeniable, but this fight will require more than just physical strength. To challenge Fury, he will need precision, patience, and the mental fortitude to survive every round against one of the greatest heavyweights of this era.
Obviously, you've been in with Fabio Wardley on a couple of occasions. What are his biggest qualities?
Well, you don't need me to tell you nothing more than he can punch very hard. You only have to ask my face. Yeah, he can really bang, and he's gritty. He's tough and he's gritty. That's definitely his strengths.
Gareth A. Davis praises Fabio Wardley's resilience and self-belief, which are essential traits for a fighter stepping into the ring with Tyson Fury. Wardley's determination and mental toughness will allow him to withstand pressure and respond to adversity. This fight is not only about skill, but also about who wants it more and who can maintain composure under relentless attacks. Wardley's confidence is vital, yet Fury's experience and adaptability are tested constantly. The psychological battle is as fierce as the physical one, making this bout an enthralling spectacle for fans of heavyweight boxing across the UK and beyond.
But there's something doughty and resilient and determined and dogged and There's a resilience and self-belief about Fabio Wardley that brought it.
John Fury perfectly sums up the mentality that sets Tyson Fury apart from everyone else. His will to win, his confidence, and his art inside the ring make him untouchable. Fabio Wardley may be strong and hungry, but Fury's composure and self-belief in every round are what create champions. Every punch he throws has intention and purpose. Wardley can test him, but Fury thrives under pressure. This fight will be as much mental as physical, and fans should expect fireworks because Fury's experience and hunger elevate him above any challenger. This is the type of clash where history is made, so hit that like button and hype this video so your opinion gets pinned in the comments, and let us know who you believe will dominate the ring.
Courage, heart and determination, and his will to win. He's got world-class balls, and he's got a world-class heart. He's a fighting man, and he believes in himself, and he knows that all the time he's in the fight, he can win.
Simon Jordan nails the duality of Tyson Fury. Yes, he talks trash and riles people up, but his achievements speak volumes. Coming back from setbacks and still dominating demonstrates the Fury's power goes beyond physicality. It is mental fortitude, resilience, and intelligence. Fabio Wardley has to respect every part of that, or he will be overwhelmed. Fury's unpredictability keeps opponents on edge, and his ability to rise under pressure makes him a nightmare to face. This is not just another heavyweight fight. It is a lesson in boxing mastery, experience, and calculated aggression. Fans need to understand that this is as much a showcase of mind over muscle as it is fists. Make sure to engage in the comments and tell us if you believe Wardley can stand up to Fury's brilliance.
Tyson Fury's mouth drags it back into the gutter at times, but I also think that some of his achievements have been quite remarkable, and he's come back and won fights and achieved things at times that I didn't think he could. Anthony Joshua on the whole was...
Tony Bellew breaks it down clearly. Tyson Fury is a finely tuned machine. Every detail from his weight, conditioning, to strategy has been tailored to perfection. Fabio Wardley brings heart, power, and ambition, but he steps into a ring with a fighter who adapts constantly and anticipates moves before they happen. Fury's ability to adjust mid-fight makes him unpredictable and lethal. Wardley must be at his absolute peak mentally and physically, or he risks being outclassed. This matchup is more than a fight. It is a masterclass in preparation, adjustment, and execution. Engage now, hit like, and hype this video so your thoughts on Fury's dominance and Wardley's challenge get pinned in the comments, and show us who you think will control the fight.
No one who's going to beat him. I just think technically, physically now, he's at the weight and he's adapted and he's adjusted. I mean, he's even adjusted and adapted his weight for this fight individually. I mean, he put on how much weight and slowed his actual feet down because Daniel Dubois' feet were slow.
Frank Warren highlights the chaos and uncertainty behind the scenes, but in the ring, Tyson Fury thrives in chaos. Fabio Wardley might have tricks and youthful energy, but Fury's experience allows him to navigate unpredictability with poise. Every fighter is tested when conditions are messy, and Fury has shown countless times he flourishes when the pressure mounts. Wardley must expect the unexpected and stay composed, but Fury's control, adaptability, and superior boxing IQ give him the edge. Fans should prepare for a thrilling encounter with twists and moments of pure brilliance. Hit like, hype this video, and make sure your voice gets pinned in the comments by predicting who will come out on top in this monumental clash.
Well, I mean, I can't speak on their behalf. All I know is that, they were obviously, it seems there's been a lot of...
The Tyson Fury versus Fabio Wardley fight is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated heavyweight battles in recent memory, and everything is on the line. Fury's experience, adaptability, and unparalleled mental strength make him a nightmare for any opponent, while Wardley brings youth, hunger, and raw power, desperate to prove he belongs at the top. If Tyson Fury wins, it cements his status as the ultimate heavyweight, a fighter who overcomes every obstacle, recovers from setbacks, and continues to dominate the division even after years at the pinnacle. On the other hand, if Fabio Wardley shocks the world and scores a victory, it would be a career-defining moment that announces him as the next heavyweight star, capable of taking on anyone and rewriting the landscape of the division. Mentally, Fury has the edge with his composure and ability to adapt mid-fight, but Wardley's determination and fearlessness cannot be underestimated. This fight is about heart, skill, and who wants it more when it matters most. Don't just watch this showdown, make your voice heard. Like this video and hype it up so your opinion gets pinned in the comments, and tell us who you believe will dominate the ring.